It's 8:30 and I have my appointment meeting, whatever, volunteer work at 9. So I thought I'd hop on and say hello. I have not talked to you guys in a couple of days. So somebody said they like vlogs that have both talking and scenery, and I have to say I do too. So I'm sorry that I didn't talk to you for the past couple of days. But anyway, so I just previously showed this old Donahue episode where he had the actors from Steel Magnolias on, and Steel Magnolias is one of my all-time favorite movies. So I had to watch it, and I have to say I could really only get through a few minutes of it. It was so bad. Like, it was so 80s, and it was like, I don't want to say it was sexist per se. I mean, maybe it was. I guess I don't really know like the true definition of sexism, but oh man, were there a lot of comments about how the ladies looked. Like, and they're beautiful, so don't get me wrong. I don't think that you should never comment on a woman's looks ever. Like, there's never an appropriate situation. But oh man, Donahue was like, first of all, he told Dolly Parton that she looked like she weighed an ounce or something like that, which she's very, she's a very, very small waist. But he was like, said something about, I don't think you weigh enough or something. And she was like, oh, don't worry, I weigh enough. And oh man, it just like cut me to the heart about commenting on a lady's weight. And then they took like questions from the one audience they had there, and there was this guy that stood up, and he was like, he looked like Burt Reynolds. It was really bad. And 80s Burt Reynolds. And he actually made a comment to Sally Fields about Burt. I mean, were her and Burt together? I don't remember. They must have been, right? And he said something about like, from where I'm standing, Burt really made a mistake or something. And I'm like, oh. Like, these women are award-winning actors. Like, it was super cringy, like really cringy. And then Donahue was talking to Julia Roberts and was like, there are so many beautiful women out there who are trying to break into the scene or whatever. Basically, like, there's a lot of beautiful actresses out there, like, and you're so beautiful, like, but you seem to have substance. I'm like, oh God forbid a beautiful lady also is talented. I just was getting really high on my female horse, and I had to turn it off. It was really, really super cringy. But anyway, I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. I watched it. I'm trying to come up with like a actual, probably like fair ballpark of how many times I've seen that movie. I mean, I don't know, 30 times. It's been a lot. So then I wanted to turn that off and watch it, but I had to get ready and stuff. So anyways, my friend Amy from Happy Little Yarn, she's doing Vlogtober. I think I've called Vlogtober Vlogmas a couple of times, so I apologize. But she had a special request for more pet peeves from me. So I was like, oh man, it was so hard for me to even come up with those two. I mean, they're actual pet peeves. It's not like I made them up or anything, but like, oh man, it took me a long time. And I came up with another one. So I really hate the expression. There always seem to be expressions that I think are stupid. I really hate the expression, if you will. So like when someone describes something and they're like, oh, it was more of a, like, let's say they're describing food, right? And they're like, it was more of a mousse, if you will. Yes, I will, because you said it, so now I have to. It's like the suggestion of it, and they're like, if you will. And I think it means like, if you'll consider that as a description or, whatever. It just is so dumb because it's like, obviously now I'm going to, because you said it. I can't not. If you will. Of course I will, because now it's in my brain that that's the way that it is. It's stupid. I hate that expression. I also don't like the expression as it were. I mean, if someone were to say, what does someone mean when they say as it were? And I wouldn't even be able to describe it. Like it was, I don't know. These expressions are very dumb to me. I don't like them, if you will. Give me a break. That's another pet peeve of mine. If you guys have any pet peeves, you should totally comment them down below, and maybe we share the same pet peeves and I can go on a tangent, on a rant about that. Oh, brother. That's the thing about, okay, so here's the thing about vlogging and YouTube and putting your face out there and social media and all this other stuff, is it really just elevates your sense of importance. Like, oh, I've had so many viewers ask me, and there are some people, obviously people with like 1 million views and things like that, and I watch them. I'm not trying to be like an elitist or whatever about like, oh, I never watch anyone with 1 million subscribers, because I do, and they're very popular, and that's how they make their money, and I think that that's great. I work for myself. I think that it's great to be an entrepreneur or make your own money, make your own schedule, whatever the case may be. So I'm not trying to dog people who really do have followings and really do put stuff out there, like really good content that people want to watch. What's the difference between that and like, an actor or a musician or anything like that? Like, people want to see you talk, and people have shown that they want to see you talk. But when it's like, so I have like 500 something subscribers, and I don't know, I feel like the more I do this and the more I podcasted, the more I wanted like people to like pay attention to me and like be more, and it's just like, it elevates your sense of, I don't want to say worth, because we're all worth, something, but like it elevates your sense of importance, like you're just a regular person. So comment below, and then if I share the same pet peeve, I'll talk about it, because I'm special and people want to hear me talk. Oh my gosh. See, and this is why I don't talk to the camera, because I get like way out of control. Like this is starting to get a little off the rails, but I've had an overwhelming request for people to hear me talk. Ugh. I'm having coffee this morning in my Yeti. This is like the best cup ever. My friend got it for me. There are other cups out there that hold, keep the heat and stuff like that, because this is more of the more expensive kind of line of, I got one at Walmart that's actually very good. But anyway, what am I even talking about? I am weird when it comes to drinks. Like, either it has to be very, very cold. I said this before. If it's cold drink, it has to be very cold. And if it's hot drink, it has to be very hot. But I'm a slow drinker, so I really have no business being so picky about the temperature of my beverages, because I drink them so slow, they couldn't possibly stay that hot or that cold for as long as it takes me to drink them. So I actually have a Yeti water thing for water. I mean, you can put hot drinks in it too, but it's very big. And then I have this because it takes me forever, all day. Like, I could be drinking this for 3 hours. So, when it gets, nobody wants to drink lukewarm coffee. I mean, I do think I'm not that special when it comes to that, but anyway. So plans for today, I'm doing my volunteer work, and then I have a date. I'm going floating with a friend. So I did talk about floating a little bit. Oh no, I didn't. I cut that part out because it was really long. Floating is kind of like sensory deprivation, so it's meant for relaxation. And I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but the one that I go to, I mean, I've heard there's like a few different kinds. Their setups are a little bit different, but the one that I go to is a tank. And so I'll show you. I'm actually going to put it on the vlog, and I have showed it in previous vlogs before, but it's a bathtub basically, but it's big enough for you to stretch out in, but a bathtub of very, very salty water. It's saltier than the Dead Sea, so absolutely anybody can float. And you basically get in there, you close the door, it's pitch black, you put earplugs in, and so it's basically just like you're in the dark with no sound, floating. So I have a membership where I get one float a month, and I can go either for 60 minutes or 90 minutes. So I'm going with a friend, and I'm going for 60 minutes today. I usually go for 90. I haven't gone in a really long time because I actually have eczema and it has been like flared up for a long time, and so the salt water really burns it really bad. So I actually have been putting off going for a while. I hope that my eczema is cleared up enough for it to not be so uncomfortable, but we'll see. And then that's it. I don't know what I was gonna say after that. I don't know. I think that's it. It's supposed to be a nice day. If I get home early enough, I might take Lizzie for a WALK somewhere nice by the water. It was supposed to rain all week, and then it like rained Monday, rained Tuesday morning, and then has been absolute beautiful. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. It's all or nothing with me. If you wanna hear me talk, you're gonna hear me talk for 45 minutes. Or I don't talk at all. No, just kidding. It's only been 11 and a half. I will see you guys later. So I'm here floating. I'm gonna try to be quiet because I don't want them to hear me talking to myself in here, but I have shown this before on like a vlog a long time ago, but anyway, I'll just flip this around. So it's just like a regular, I should back up like this, room. And then there's a shower here, so you shower beforehand, and then this is the float tank. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't been in so long. So it's just like a big bathtub. And then when you come in, you turn the lights off, close the door and turn the lights off. And then it's like pitch black. And that's it. So I'm gonna go in now. So I finished floating and it was amazing. I fell asleep. I like woke myself up snoring. But it was awesome. I slept terribly last night. I was up at like 3 and like didn't really get back to sleep. So it was really nice. So I'm now on the green in Guilford, which is a neighboring town of mine, and I'm meeting a friend, and we're gonna go to this place called Blazing Donuts, and they make donuts fresh to order. So I'm super excited, and we're gonna get coffee, and she's got a couple of kids, so we're just gonna hang out with the kids. So I'm pretty excited. It's a gorgeous day. Like I said earlier, it was supposed to rain all week, and then it just like turned out to be like the most amazing weather. The sky is so blue. The temperature is like perfect. So anyway, glad you guys could join me, and I'll see you soon.